Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Lightseer's Way today for our reading. I'll choose some cards from the Lightseer's Way and I'll also choose one from Carl Gray's activations as well. And also Archangel Michael and his Sword of Light. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video, and as always, just take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. We're still in the energy of the Libra eclipse. The moon is still in Libra and is conversing with Chiron and Mercury in Aries. So Mercury just in the shadow there. Being mindful of what communications there are no longer serving us, what is no longer relevant and is weaving us in to an old pattern, an old karmic tie. The lunar eclipse is all around letting go now, letting go of old karma, and it is on the south node, so it's all about letting go. Letting go as we're moving through this eclipse season into the solar eclipse on the 8th of April in Aries. That I see a door opening. This is time of the rebirth, of the phoenix rising from the ashes. A good way to work with this energy on the lunar eclipse is doing the writing and burning. So make a list of everything that you want to manifest in your life, and then make another list that's blocking you. The emotions that are blocking you, the self-worth, the doubt, the criticisms that you may feel others have if we change direction and start doing something differently. Whatever it may be, write a list of what you're focusing on, and then another list of everything that is blocking you from having that belief in doing that. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video. So there we have the Ace of Swords, new beginnings. The Magician, the King of Wands, what beautiful energies. The Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Lovers. So something new coming in, and this is what this eclipse season is all around. Letting old patterns, old paradigms dissolve and fall away now. Not picking them up and creating more of the same old, same old. This is something new coming in, and you can see that light coming in to a crown. So this is the hand of God bringing in those epiphanies, those light bulb moments that bring something new in. And whatever it brings in, whatever doubt comes in straight after that, that's what we're writing and burning on. Because we're moving through this portal of the eclipse of Easter, coming into this new beginning on the 8th of April. And this, whatever's coming in on the 8th of April, is going to stay with us for quite a few years. So it's something that's coming in that's not going to go away. Allowing ourselves to let go now of anything that's pulling us down, anything that's really creating unhappiness within us, because that unhappiness will show in our face, it will show in our body language, and everybody else will start to feel how we are feeling or sense that we are not happy. And it creates, again, it creates distance in relationships. So these are epiphanies coming in. These are the light codes, the proton light that's coming in, the gamma rays that are coming in, lifting us, bringing these gifts to us. The divine is gifting us. Our shadow may shy away and think of all the reasons under the sun why we can't do that, why we are not good enough for that. Also, during this time, it is a time of letting go of people pleasing, of being fearful of upsetting anyone, being fearful of what others may say. These are all patterns that have kept us hidden within ourselves, morphing into a different personality to fit in with people. It's our time now to step up and allow our gifts to be activated, because that's what's going on with this card as well. Powerful activations occurring within us that are awakening. Mary Magdalene stepping forward and asking us to open ourselves up to the divine feminine, to that creative energy. Reminding us that if we start to try to explain ourselves to anyone, we are going down into a lower vibration, and Mary Magdalene teaches to stay in that alignment with the Christed light. God sees what we do, the angels see what we do, regardless of what anybody else may be projecting onto us. The divine sees us, and that keeps us in that vibration of, and the frequency of the higher dimensions, which is where we're all moving to. So for this time to the new moon, it is about letting go of every doubt that comes in, even if it is having a pen and paper and just writing down anything, any of those thoughts that drop in. Mercury is all around communication, the way we speak to ourselves, the way we speak in our relationships, the way we speak in business also. Where are we selling ourselves short in our career, where we are giving too much maybe and selling ourselves short? This is all the Libra energy, the shadow of Libra, the Libra in the South Node, the tail of the dragon, excreting now anything that is not in alignment with our soul self, because everything that is not in alignment is going to start falling away. To allow that to happen, because we are being aligned on our soul. There is a soul surface. Our souls are surfacing, becoming stronger. Where one time our doubt may have blocked us, our soul is speaking to us louder than our doubts now. But if anything does come up, anything from the old, to have a pen and paper, write it down, take it outside, do the fire ritual, allow it to go. Anything that's blocking us from our vision and our passions, and anything in our love life as well, where we may be coming out of alignment in our relationships, writing it down, how that's making us feel. We are sacrificing our own happiness, and when we are happy, our relationships become happy. We start to have an energy of joy around us that brings healing to ourselves and all our relationships. So there's light coming in now, this proton light from the galactic center, from the supreme galactic center. So this is really high vibrational, high frequency coming in, and we we are enough. It's happening to everyone. It's not just the select few. So when we quieten our mind and imagine how our lives would be without those conflicting thoughts, without those doubts that we weaken ourselves with. So energy coming in that is coming from the heavens, the higher dimensions, bringing in within each particle of light, those tiny particles of light hold immense light. And how it is working is we're absorbing these particles of light into ourselves, into our cellular memory, and anything that's not in keeping with the codes, the light codes that are coming in, is coming to the surface for us to acknowledge, but not to go back into that emotional pain, to allow it to come to the surface and release it with love, allow it to move through us through our breath, going into meditation, bringing healing to our inner child, writing and burning anything that's coming up. Every little thought is an hindrance on our path, that when we constantly have that thought, it becomes a belief, and then that becomes a rock that we cannot pass by. Changing those now and feeling this energy coming in. We are being gifted by the hand of God during this time up to the solar eclipse in Aries on the 8th of April. The magician, we are the magician, we are the priestess, we are the magician, we hold the magic within. And whatever we are focused on, whatever we are believing, that's what we draw into our reality. So the magician is stepping forward, and with this card, so is Merlin, and so is Archangel Raziel, stepping forward, asking us to call upon them, especially while we're doing this deep soul work of working with our shadow, doing our shadow work, so that our soul can become lighter and lighter and lighter into this crystalline rainbow light being that we are. And during this eclipse, it's scientifically proven now that the magnetic energy of Mother Earth weakens, and there is a rising of fresh energy. And as I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that this is the holy oil, that the sacred oil within us that raises at the same time, bringing through an awakening, a rebirth, a new beginning, activating our chakras, awakening our kundalini. So there's a powerful energy taking place at this time, and it's magical, it's sacred. The magician is here, Archangel Raziel, Merlin, helping us to work with our energy, to come into alignment, into soul alignment, to allow the energy, the thoughts, the energy that go out and create our reality. Our heart is also an electric valve that draws in the experience. So when we start to bring that into alignment, and again, focusing on our vision board, looking at everything that's weakening us and stopping us from moving in that direction. And it can be uncomfortable to feel that, but it has to be felt, because that is vibrating within us, whether we bring it up or not. If we don't bring it up, it stays there. So it's a frequency that's constantly going out of us. So now is a time of pure divine intervention, of surrendering, of writing, of feeling how we would feel without those doubts and those limiting beliefs within our relationships, within our careers. We are taking responsibility for ourselves now. The King of Wands, the entrepreneur. And with this card, I am seeing the Lion's Gate. So we're moving up to this very auspicious time of the Lion's Gate. And the Lion's Gate is the 8th of August, and this year is an 8th year, so it's 888. Very auspicious. So we're letting go of the cheap metal. Those emotions that create a weakness within us. We're letting go of all that cheap metal, alchemizing it, bringing back parts of our souls that have been stuck in old memory, old thought forms, past lives even, bringing it from our ancestors, bringing it all back now, ready to walk through the Lion's Gate. And you can see there the King of Wands, this fire energy, this Aries. We have Mercury in Aries with Chiron, helping us to do our healing, to heal with our words, the communication with ourselves as well as others. And this brings prosperity into our lives. It brings divine abundance into our lives. So the King of Wands is the entrepreneur and is very, very compassionate. He's gone through all the wands, the suit of the wands, and he's now mature and focuses on his energy, like the magician, his thoughts, his emotions, and his passion in a beautiful, balanced and aligned way. There's no doubt here. He's just old of his wands, and it is a torch guiding him on his path. So whatever is leaving us now is making way for something new to come in. Don't try and force things or control. It will just happen organically. Our soul is having a resurface, and also I'm seeing within my clients and family and friends that telepathic, we're becoming telepathic. So we'll think something and that person, and I know it happens a lot, will ring us, or having a conversation with ourselves, and then somebody else starts to speak about what we're thinking. Texting somebody just before they text us. So, but it's happening constantly now that someone will speak about just what we've been thinking about. So it's happening. So we're all starting to connect telepathically, which is beautiful. The Tower. This is the falling away that this lunar eclipse is bringing in Libra, in the South Node. Things that are not working any longer, we've held on to because we didn't know another way. We were conditioned to think that was the only way. But there are so many options open to us, so many perceptions, so many different ways of seeing things open to us now. And when we come into that beautiful alignment within, we feel that peace. And as we feel this peace, everything that's not of peace starts to fall away. We don't engage in it. So the Tower, and this is a major card going through this lunar eclipse, is things falling away, but it's falling away. It's nothing that's, it, from how I'm seeing it, it's our false beliefs, our old, how we would be reactive with anger and frustration and impatience. It's all falling away. And when this happens, it brings in a peace. It brings in a steadiness. So whatever's moving away, whether it is in our relationship, because this is Libra, to do with the others, everyone around us is a mirror, teaching us something about ourselves. So whatever may be occurring in our lives, that is what is required at this time for us to be able to see through the illusion, so that we can move through the door that is opening on the solar eclipse that is flooded with light. And that's, we will be absorbing that light, lifting us, our soul lifting us onto our soul journey. So things falling away, that is keeping us small, that is keeping us quiet from speaking, that's keeping us fearful of doing what we love, because whatever anybody else may think of us, all that is not serving us. So we're falling away there. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a time of prosperity. So what our new beginnings, this new beginning is going to be very prosperous for us and very healthy on every level. So you can see that she is starting to pick her pentacles off the tree. The sun's still not ready quite yet, but things are starting to become fruitful on that tree. And there's also a owl bringing in the wisdom, which is what is happening here. It's taking us into a time of divine abundance, of prosperity and success on a soul level. The Knight of Cups bringing in that beautiful romance, and yes, we have Venus, who is overseeing, ruling this eclipse in Libra. Venus loves love, loves romance, is connected to our finances, our careers, and everything that is in this earthly realm that brings benefit into our lives. She's been conversing beautifully through this lunar eclipse with Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet. Everywhere Jupiter goes, there's expansion, everything becomes bigger with Venus being here, especially in Pisces. This is the sacredness, this is our spiritual gifts, and our spiritual gifts are activated by love, not by anything that we may be cramming into our minds. It's actually there within us and starts to grow and expand, that we know things that we don't know how we know them, that we are connecting to others and text them just at the right time where they may need it. So Venus is shedding and shining her loving light, her romantic light upon us. So as we let go of self-doubt and worry and fear of loss, and we open up to romance. So this is romance coming in, and you can see he's very handsome with a bunch of roses there. and bringing in a gift. So this is changes, very, very loving changes, a change in our love life. Perhaps there's been some kind of conflict going on in your relationship, feeling that we're not loved. Venus is bringing that love into us for us to love ourselves, and then we realise everybody loves in a different way, and that's okay. If we put an expectation of someone to love us the way we love them, disappointment comes in, conflict, upset. This is when we start to go into resistance in that relationship because they're not acting the way that we would like them to. And so this is complete acceptance of love and allowing that love to come in. And with this love is romance. So there's a beautiful energy coming in with this gorgeous card. The Two of Cups is definitely love and the lovers. So we go from the Two of Cups up to the lovers. So as we let go of the upsets of the past, maybe within our relationships we have been let down, hurt in some way, and we're holding on to that, and that will create a discord in our relationship. We'll never be fully happy if we're holding on to the past of something that's occurred in the past. We are reliving that, we're in that history. We are holding ourselves there. So on this powerful energy of Chiron, Mercury in Aries, in the sign of the Sun, this time of Libra, Aries in the North Node, where we are moving towards, this is our destiny. The South Nodes, where we are letting go of anything that we are holding unforgiveness towards, whether it's ourselves or someone in our relationship, in our families, or whatever it may be. It's writing down, write down that emotion that it's bringing up, whether it's bringing anger, if it's bringing sadness, whatever it is, get it out now. This is an opening where the Divine's asking for us to surrender. We are shifting into a galactic energy. So this energy is, the cosmos is coming in, guiding us. It's almost like the cosmos, the planets, when we start tapping into them, it is like a weather report, that when we know certain planets are in retrograde, we have the lunar eclipses or solar eclipses or astrological lineups. We know, just like the weather, if it is raining, we'll wear clothes that will keep us dry. It's the same, it just prepares us for the climate that we're moving through. And this climate, this energy is one of beauty, of surrendering, taking a deep breath and surrender, and allowing the Divine to intervene So a time of the sacred oil of the Kundalini, through this Kundalini starting to, through this eclipse starting to rise. A time of soul surfacing and change. Change on a galactic level. Very exciting. Imagine how we would all feel without carrying the heaviness, the doubts, the fears. Imagine that life. And take a breath and feel it. Absolutely feel it, and allow anything that's not of that to just dissolve. Surrender it to the divine. Call in Archangel Raphael for any disharmony within the body, because we are releasing on a physical level also. So calling in Archangel Raphael for some healing, doing our self-healing, asking Archangel Raphael to place his palms within ours and place it over any area of your body that is in need of some healing, and feel that energy coming through your palms into your body, and it will go exactly where it's required. And then thanking Archangel Raphael. So he's just stepped forward and is reminding us that we're not doing this on our own, not even our physical. If there's any addictions, yeah, it's coming through with addiction. So if we have any addictions, now is the perfect time to surrender them. And as we surrender and we ask for healing with that addiction, with whatever has caused the addiction, whatever issue, when we ask for healing for that, it starts to happen very subtly. It doesn't just go. It starts very subtly. And before we know it, that addiction's gone. We just don't, it doesn't enter our consciousness anymore. And the craving for whatever we're addicted to, whether it is chemicals or food or drink, whatever it is, the cravings stop, because the emotion that is behind the craving and the wanting to escape was placed into us a long time ago. So as we delve and go deep with the help of Archangel Raphael, who's stepping forward, together with Merlin, together with Archangel Raziel, this is a mystical time of healing on every single level. So I'm asking now for a message from Carl Gray. And we have sacred inner space, and that's what we're creating. You can see there the Holy Spirit coming in, bringing that peace, bringing the light codes of heavenly peace. Bringing in tenderness, knowing that we are heavenly protected while we're going through whatever we may be facing. And then we have the chamber of the violet flame. Breathing in the violet flame, breathing it in through our crowns and allowing it to transmute any thought forms that are creating the past, moving into our future, that is old in us, in those addictions, in those fears and anxieties. So tonight, when you sleep, when you're lying and you're drifting off to sleep, place yourself in the violet light. The violet light that's connected to Saint Germain, that is connected to Archangel Zadkiel and the angels of the violet ray. They're all here to assist us to place ourselves in that violet flame as we drift off to sleep, so it can really work deep into ourselves, and go through all directions of space and time and transmute anything that's hooking us into the past, that's hooking us into an addiction. So these are powerful cards, powerful assistance as we're moving through this gateway. And I'll message from Archangel Michael and ask for some guidance from Archangel Michael. We have your vibration is rising. Every time we choose peace, it isn't a weakness. It's a superpower. We're going through a time of great spiritual growth. Galactic, change on a galactic level. So as we are letting go and we're not interacting with the conflicts and the confusion or whatever may be going on, we are holding light within ourselves that resonates out into our energy field, and we hold light and we hold space for others, and anchoring this light that's coming through, anchoring it in, anchoring these light codes, this powerful light that's coming from the galactic core, from the super galactic core, the supreme galactic core. It's coming through, and we're anchoring it into our earth star. Every time we have a moment, take a breath and breathe it in and anchor it wherever we are, and let it pulsate into our energy, well, through our bodies, out into our energy field and into the space where we are, and then out into Mother Earth and into the galaxy, into the universe, and sit. And as we're doing that, we are raising the vibration of ourselves and everything in our reality. So Archangel Michael stepping forward with Merlin, with Archangel Raziel, with Archangel Zadkiel, and the angels of the violet rain and Saint Germain. These powerful healers assisting us to raise our vibration. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thank you for listening. God bless.